Hey guys, welcome back to Troy's Garage. My name's Troy. This is my garage. You saw the thumbnail. Today's video is for the Chevy lovers out there. We're going to go do a will it run, and without further ado, let's just get right to it. Freaking A! That's awesome.
Holy crap.
And it sounds good too. Hey, there we go. A brand new battery helps. Down in central Utah, this is a truck that my nephew is working on trying to get sold for a family. They're settling their estate, that sort of thing. The grandfather passed away, leaving this truck behind, obviously. But this is a 1970 C30. It's a flatbed. It was used as a farm truck, a hay truck, that kind of thing. But it's been parked for a very long time. Let's take a closer look at this thing and see what we're getting ourselves into. We're basically just trying to make this thing run again. It's been parked for so long. Not sure exactly what we're up against, but I brought some basic parts with me to try to get a fuel system to this. Get it to idle, that sort of thing. Just basically does this thing run, and then they'll try to get a little bit more money out of it as a running vehicle as opposed to I hope it runs. So let's take a walk around, take a look at what we're dealing with. So like I said, this is a 1970 C30. It does have the V8 350 in it, Chevy 350. Looks like the window's been down for a while, a little bit of rust, and definitely smells like a farm truck. Odometer shows 99,541. That could have rolled over once. Maybe it's close to 200,000. Hey, need some welding rod? Got some. Oh, hey. Oh, we're gonna be fine. Baling wire. We'll just put the whole thing together with baling wire. It'll be fine. Ooh, parts. Maybe this will give us a clue as to why this was parked. Master cylinder. Ooh, that's brakes. That means the brakes are probably toast. The good news is this comes with a new master cylinder in a box, ready to be installed. I don't see any other parts per se. Let's go around the other side and check out the glove box. Maybe that'll offer some clues. Sketchy. Okay, that doesn't work. Until it does, and then we won't be able to open it again. Oof. Ooh. Ugh. That barely moves, but it doesn't creak or anything. But we'll get some lube on that so that the hinge will work. Lots and lots of rust. Oof. Looks like we got some lights, some reflectors, some tools, a thermostat. It looks like that thermostat's been in here for a very long time though, so maybe it's just they keep some spare parts on hand. Farmers tend to do that, you know. Insulating, oh, electrical tape is what that is. I was thinking that was fishing line or fishing wire. Okay, here's a speaker. Craig. It's a Krager. Ooh, wasp nest. Wasp included. Put that down yonder. Luckily it's cold enough it's dormant, so there's that. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're running on run flats, so that's perfect. Hey, there's a license plate over here. Let's see what that says. Looks like last registered in '86, if that sticker is accurate. No indication that that's not accurate, so here's your tie downs for your hay. They'd throw it up and over the top, strap in the hay. Got a pretty sweet headache rack. Used the plasma cutter. Yeah, that wasn't a plasma cutter, by the way. Roof rack. Let's see if we can get this hood open and see what we're dealing with under the hood. Well, I can see why they have a master cylinder in the cab of the truck. Look at all the cobwebs. If that's not proof this thing sat forever and ever, I don't know what is. The battery actually doesn't look so old. H484. I don't see a date on it though. It's an ever start. That battery could be salvaged, maybe. I don't see a date anywhere on it. But that's definitely a lot more modern than what we're seeing under here. Alright, everything seems to be intact. Let's get the air cleaner off of this thing. Actually, you know what? I brought my blower. I'm going to blow the dust out of this so that we're not introducing anything down inside the carb in the engine. And it's starting to rain. Dang it. That's about as good as that's going to get it. And by the way, people of the internet, this is my nephew, Tyson.
Hello.
He's the one that's letting me work on this to see if we can get this thing going again. Oh, that's yummy. Doesn't look too bad down in there. Let's see if you can lift this up off too. It's got to come off of the exhaust over there. It should just kind of lift up and off.
There's 1 or 2 bolts.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Tiny.
1/4 inch. The green one. That's the one you're gonna want. Always have to have dirt daubers or it's not like working on a farm truck. Hey, there we go. Oh, we got a vacuum one over here. Okay. All right, next is the carburetor seized up on us. Oh no, that's fantastic. Oh, we're going places.
Look at this. More dirt daubers.
Oh my gosh, down inside the exhaust manifold. Well, they're gonna get cooked.
Yeah, they're gonna get cooked. Baked cookies.
All right, so next step is to see if the engine itself will rotate. So the carburetor's not seized up, that's good. Plug wires all seem to be intact. It doesn't look like the mice got to this at all, as far as eating on wiring and stuff, so that's good.
The oil filter doesn't look too bad. It's
Oh yeah,
newer.
the Pennzoil oil. Pull that dipstick right there, let's see what the oil looks like. Oh yeah, that actually looks really good, in fact. And it's actual oil, it's not water, so that's good. Yeah.
And it's full.
There's hope. I'm gonna see if it'll turn. Oh, there's a clutch on the fan, so that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to get a wrench on it. Alright, on a Ford, these are 15/16. We're gonna see if it's the same on a Chevy. This is down on the crank bolt. Ooh, it's much smaller than that.
Yeah, it's more like 5/8. Down.
Oh,
There you go. Smaller.
that's smaller than that? Really? Moses sandals. How are you supposed to put a bunch of torque on that bad boy? All the way down to a 5/8, like you said. Yep, that's what it is. Okay. What are the chances I can turn it over with a small wrench? Find out.
Do I need to engage the clutch in the cab?
Is this an automatic or a manual? I don't even know. I didn't even look, honestly.
Oh, the shifter's on the column, so it's automatic, I guess.
Okay. All right, let's just see if it turns. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. We're already in business. I want to go a good full turnaround though, if possible. Or at least. Oh yeah, it's not even fighting at all.
Awesome.
You don't have a key to this, or does it have a key in it? I didn't look at that either.
If it's not in there, I have it somewhere.
All right, while Tyson goes and looks for the key, for the truck. If you can't find it, no harm, no foul, we'll figure out a way. We'll just live wire the bad boy. The engine turns over with a wrench fairly easily. That could mean there's no compression as well, because it didn't really fight me at all. But here he comes with a box full of goodies, so maybe he found the key. All right, so we have a box full of keys. Literally a box full of keys. We're told it might be in here somewhere. Yeah. So it's going to be a shape like that one.
That one? Okay.
There's Chevy. That looks like a house key. That's a Chevy. These are Chevy keys. Let me try these. They look brand new. And the truck obviously is brand new, so this matches. Oh. What are the chances we lucked out? 0. Try the other key. Nothing. So I do have a friend here with me this time, but he's inside running some errands, that sort of thing. He's getting a garbage can so we can finish cleaning out the cab. We dug everywhere looking for the key. We can't find it, so we're just going to use this, bypass the ignition, see if we can get this thing to turn over on its own, and then we'll go from there. So let's get this hooked up. All right, so this battery is completely dead. 0.07 amps, no volts. That would not be nearly enough. So I moved my truck over here. I've got long jumper cables that come over to here. This may or may not work, but we're going to try it. We've got the remote start switch hooked up to positive on this side, down to the starter terminal on the starter itself. But before we crank this over, I'm afraid that we're going to pull nasty fuel from the tank. So let's get the fuel line disconnected.
Okay. Up
here somewhere on the top.
Okay.
And then if it's pumping, it should just squirt fuel everywhere and we'll start a fire and burn the place down, and then, but we'll get it on video, so it'll be awesome.
That'd be way good. Like a million views. That'd be sweet.
You have insurance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Oh, that's just gonna disintegrate anyway. Oh, all right.
So what was it I was doing?
We were disconnecting the fuel, so that's all right. I moved on to it.
Yeah.
No worries. We're tag teaming it.
Okay, can you pull on that?
Yeah. Should come off now. Okay, so we want this to just kind of aim somewhere not in our faces.
Non-dangerous.
I wouldn't say that. Let's not get crazy.
I mean, we're having a good time.
We are having a good time. Okay, so right now the ignition's not hot, so even if the engine turns over, if there was fuel, it's not going to start. There's not going to be spark. So I'm going to make you do the honors.
You want me to push the trigger?
Yeah, just do like a 1 second blast and just see if it'll spin. If you're seeing this, you've watched far enough that I know that you're a true fan. Please click the like button down below. Subscribe if you aren't already. Double check. The YouTube algorithm has been doing strange things and unsubscribing people. My subscriber count went down for no apparent reason whatsoever. So just double check that if you would. It's free, today only. If you're here and you're a Chevy fan, I also work on Fords. This particular truck right here is a Ford F100 Sport Custom. It's a 1972. It's got sweet patina. That's the hood that's actually in the bed of the truck because we are working on everything under the hood. Cab mount specifically, we're going to do an entire interior rebuild. So stay tuned for that. Nothing. We got nothing. All right. Nothing. We might not have a good contact down there. All right, well, Tyson goes and looks for a little socket set to get that loose down there. Let's check some fluids here. Ooh, that's crispy. Ooh, that is looking pretty dry. Oh no, there's green stuff. It's a little low, but there's green stuff in there. That's great news. I have no idea if you can see that down there or not. Oh yeah, there you go. Green stuff. Can't get the light back on. Amateur. Okay, so quick update. I don't know if you can see the top of the engine right there. We did get it to turn over. It turned over maybe 2 full rotations, but the fuel pump is pumping. I'm so confident that this is going to work that I've disconnected the fuel supply from pre-pump, and I'm just going to rig up a fuel system. We're going to see if we can get this thing to crank full term, full power, full rotations. It was cranking real slow, like the amperage just isn't getting down to the starter. Tyson's going to pull the starter so we can kind of put eyeballs on that and just see if there's some, just maybe it's got a bad connection, something like that. It could be a dirty ground. I mean, there's a lot of things that this could be at this point. So we're just going to check all of our electrical connections and go from there. It might not look like it on camera, but that's a big thunderstorm rolling through. We had a little bit miss us on this side, but the lightning and thunder is basically coming right at us. So we have made some progress. I emptied the bed of my truck into the cab of the truck because I knew the storm was coming. And up under here, this fuel line coming out here is connected to the supply side of the fuel pump, just waiting for a fuel tank. I've got a Wix 300, whatever that number is, 30030, I believe, filter in line. So that's now ready to go. I had to bend this connection just a little bit. I hope that I didn't kink it too badly. Next on the list, we are basically just pulling all of our electrical connections. We're going to clean those real good, wire brush, that sort of thing, and put them back on before we pull the starter out. We're just going to make sure that that part of it's fine, and then if we can get the thing to turn over, we'll check for spark. That's next. But I jumped ahead and put the fuel line in because, well, we can't do anything until we get the starter yanked, and we needed some more of Tyson's tools. So he went and grabbed his toolbox, toolkit, and we're getting ready to get started in earnest on this. He went to take care of his kids in there. They're scared of the lightning and thunder, so don't blame them. It's no joke. Come on, man. Oh, it's full on raining now. And if you didn't know any better, you'd think it was snowing. But that's just cotton from the cottonwoods. The wind blows it out of the trees, and that's how cottonwoods mate. They throw their cotton fluff around. Perfect. Missed that one. Well, here comes the hail. Alrighty then. This is not what we signed up for.
Happy Memorial Day!
Gosh. Holy crap. Kind of crazy.
Utah.
Yeah. Springtime in Utah.
Springtime in Utah.
Ice falling from the sky. And lightning. See if I can catch some on video. They'll find the camera in our rubble when we're dead.
I was going to say, this is a nice lightning rod.
Exactly. Of course, we're underneath power lines. They'll hit them first. And then the power lines will come down on us. That'll be great. America! Whew. Yep. That was a close one. Okay, that one came from over this way. Oh my gosh! Alright. Enough of that. Alright, now that it's done raining and we got all the electrical connections cleaned and reconnected, we think we're ready.
We'll try it.
Alright, just make sure it's not going to suck some nastiness in. Alright. Hey! Okay, so now, let's reconnect all of these, except for the front one, the number 2. Putting Tyson to work.
He's learning. There's number 8.
This is probably number 6. Make sure all of those stay on the cap.
4.
I did open the distributor cap, cleaned all the contacts in there, took the little whirly-woo thing out, cleaned it as well, and then flicked on the points. That's the word I'm looking for.
That one's not gripping very tight.
You can kind of pinch the lead down in there with a pair of pliers on the outside of that. A tiny little bit is all it should need.
Stick right in there.
Yep. There you go. That tightened it.
Alright, well, let's try that. 4. That's better.
And then this guy.
That's number 8.
Hook that one. And then we need to be able to see that little thing right there. There's a light bulb inside there.
Let's see how to do that.
We've got to get a hot wire from the positive battery over to our, whatever the heck that thing's called. I never can remember the names. No, not the alternator, the sparking making happener box. What the heck is that thing? No, that's not the right word either. That thing. The flux capacitor, that's the word. No, it's not. People make fun of me on YouTube all the time, but when the camera's on, I can't remember the name of it. It's so dumb. Hey, we're getting fuel pumping through here. It's nasty. Okay, we don't have spark. We got to figure out what we got to do.
Spark.
You saw a light in there?
Yeah.
Did you really?
I did.
Yeah, it's real weak. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, Kong. Hey, oh, that is rolling. Got it on video, except it wasn't aiming at it. It's the magic of editing, though.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna pour some down, see if I can fill the float, the bowl. We'll just move this out of the way, and then I can get access to the vent. There we go.
How do you know when it's full?
It starts to. All right, this will be the moment of truth. Put a little down there. And, we ready?
This back on?
That doesn't matter. Oh, hear that?
Yeah.
It's trying.
Ooh.
I don't think we're spinning it fast
I
enough.
was gonna say it's just not cranking her. You
Our
check
spark is
each
just
spark,
not.
or
No, it should. If you get spark to 1, you're getting spark through the system. I mean, you could check every single one, but it shouldn't be needed.
could it be?
Oh, yo, mama!
Did you see that? So close.
Dude!
Did you see that?
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why we do this stuff.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
I never thought
Okay.
this beast
My
would-
confidence level is so high. Let's take your gas can,
Okay,
take the lid off of it,
got it.
take this hose right here, wherever it went, right here, and shove that down there into the fuel. You may have to slide it closer to the. There you go. That'll stay. So don't try this at home, kids, but fuel can sitting right there. That's our fuel system, fuel tank. It's going to start, hopefully, pulling fuel through the fuel pump on its own, through the filter and in.
So
It
maybe
did
some-
have some residual nastiness in there, but
Maybe some fresh gas will help.
yeah. So we're going to give it a bunch more of this. Let's get that, just set that back out of the way. Yeah. Let's get some more of this.
This is awesome. I never thought we'd see this thing.
Oh, see, there we go. That's how you know it's full. It started coming out of there. So this is your bowl that fills up, and then there's a float in there that goes up and closes it off so fuel doesn't just continually come in.
Is this normal to see a little bit dripping out here?
No, there's bound to be some leaks, and it may be that I overfilled it, but it looks like there's some coming out in multiple places. So let's fire it up and see what we get. Get in there. Come on, come on. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Now it's got some fuel in it.
The fuel pump is pumping. All right, we need what we need is for the needle and seat to do a thing. Yeah, don't get too crazy with it. That should help it. We're just flooding it at this point. So basically what's happening is the float isn't closing the seat all the way.
Okay.
So it's just continually
Still
flowing
pumping
fuel.
fuel in.
Yeah, instead of stopping.
So now
It's just it's
air.
everywhere. Yeah, it's just everywhere in there. So what we could do is stop the fuel supply, right?
Okay.
So just take that out of there.
Okay.
And we'll just bottle feed it until we get it running.
Until it actually turns over.
So let's do that. Let's disconnect this down here.
Okay.
That's gonna
Turn off
spill.
the fuel.
Yep. The tank's now empty. We're out of gas. And that's gonna, of course, suck up whatever fuel it still can. This thing's flooded for a minute, so we're just gonna crank. We've got it hooked up to the truck that's running, so we're not worried about killing a battery. So we can kind of just crank for days at this point. So let's see if we can get this thing to unflood. Come on. Come on, come on. See, it's still sucking in the little bit of gas that's there. And the reason that it slowed down so much is there's so much fuel in the cylinders that they're super high compression.
So it's trying to push.
Because it has to push
against the
past all
fluid.
that. Yep, exactly. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, we might need to let it sit for a minute.
So does it
Let
just
some of that evaporate away.
evaporate?
Yeah. But see, now I want to just keep cranking on it. Come on. Because you're just this close. Let's go.
Come on, baby. Turn over the engine.
I wonder if we only have spark while the trigger's pulled. I'll bet that spark dies as soon as I stop the trigger. Because that's what happens. It starts to go, and then as soon as I let go of the trigger, it immediately dies. It doesn't even try to chug one more time. So now we've got our ignition hooked up, so we'll actually have spark the whole time, as long as Tyson holds that with his teeth. I'm just kidding, don't do that. But
Sparking.
right there, so yeah, that should make this hot. Let's try it. We don't have a fuel system hooked up, so I'll be bottle feeding it for now. See if we can get this thing to idle on its own, essentially. Well, hey, take it easy on the fuel. Take it easy. Freaking A! That's awesome.
Holy crap.
And it sounds good too.
You see that?
That sounds good. Dude, I got like dirt dauber crap in my face, and look at all, I mean, we're fogging for skeeters over here too. It's smoking like crazy.
Who knows what was living in there?
But it idled. All right, so update. We called over to the parts house in the town nearby, and they do not have a rebuild kit for this carburetor. So Tyson's gonna let me take the carburetor home with me. We'll do a rebuild on the workbench back at the house, and then I'll just plan another trip down later on to actually put it on the truck, and we'll try to see if we can get this thing to move forward and back. That sort of thing. He's still not sure how far he wants to take this. But we'll just do what we can. Those two, and then there's two more back here that are nuts that come off the studs that go up.
And while you do that, I will
disconnect the fuel system that we built earlier. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. All right, what's holding the throttle mechanism all together? Looks like we have a pin we got to pull there. There we go. Yeah, I'll get this thing spit shined up and back to you. We'll get it on there. It's gonna be good. Got it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. In the next video, we'll get that truck really running and dialed in. We're going to rebuild that Quadrajet and put it back on the truck and make sure that that truck is a solid runner. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate that like on the button that you already did. Right? Yeah, of course you did. Also subscribe so you see more. Watch this video or this video. Stay tuned. More coming. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. See you in the next video.